quite a few of you asked me, what have I been doing here, or where am I, or, things like that. So I decided, to answer your questions as good as I can. And also, being a teacher and couldn't help myself, I decided to create kind of a listening exercise about my life here and about Bournemouth. So first of all, where do I live? I live in a place called Bournemouth, but that's the pronunciation. The spelling is Bournemouth. Okay, so this is the place. And as you can see, it's raining here. You have 12 degrees, and then somewhere here is. And if we go a little bit back with the map, and the internet allows us, which doesn't seem to be the case. It's somewhere in the middle of the south coast of England. Okay, if you kind of see here, slowly, very slowly. I may record it again, but I'm too lazy. I do apologize. So finally, here you see is London, and we are about 151 kilometers from London. It's kind of in the middle of the south coast of England, and as you see, actually the Bournemouth, it's connected with Poole and Christchurch. So there are a lot more kind of small cities or small places, and now it's one big together. The population of Bournemouth, it's about 200,000 people, but together with Poole and Christchurch, it's over 400,000 people, so it's like Brno actually. Before something about history. Oh no, later, I guess. Okay, so some pictures I took. So, going back from Bournemouth to Bron. This is me, obviously, but the reason I'm showing you this picture is that you can see the place where I'm talking to you right now and where I spent most of my time, okay? So, what do I do with my time here? Well, in the morning, I usually get up quite early with my wife. She goes to work. I walk with her, and then I come back and I study. I study something called Delta, which is diploma in English teaching. So I prepare, materials for my, studying. I write something like diploma thesis, and also I prepare my lesson. I answer emails. I plan the day. I'm kind of busy in front of the computer, but typically not teaching in the morning. Then I have lunch, and about 12 or 1 o'clock I start teaching, and from Monday to Thursday I teach for about 5 lessons a day. I usually start teaching about 12 or 1 o'clock, and I finish about 7 o'clock local time here. And then I spend some time with my wife. We go for a beer, or we talk or something. And on Friday I decided to do a little experiment, and on Friday is my study day, or not study day, kind of study day or day for me. So now I study for Delta, but in the future I want to, study to be a better teacher, or, to kind of improve myself. So Friday is the day for me to be a better person or a better teacher. Saturday, I decided with my wife that it will be, or it is, a trip day. So on Saturday we try to go for trips, spend time together somewhere interesting. And Sunday, it's kind of cleaning, relaxing, and going to the church day. That was about my time here, and this is the microphone I'm speaking to you right now. This is one of the things I have kind of connected with my stay here, because I teach only online all the time, individuals, couples, and even like groups. So, I bought this microphone and I talk to it right now. This is me with my new camera, and again, because I record kind of more videos here, or YouTube videos, or even some online courses, I bought a new lens. So this is a picture with my new lens. I'm very happy with that. It's a Nikon 35mm, but that's not important. And about my free time, when I have free time, I like reading, and I'm really in love with the Wallander thriller series. It's written by Henning Mankell, and I really, really like it. I know it's also a popular BBC series, but I haven't watched that. I prefer the book. I started reading it here, and I'm in the book 4 right now, and I really enjoy that. Okay. This is my big passion here, well, as at home eating. This is a large vegetarian breakfast, and it's in my favorite pub called Wetherspoons. It's like kind of chain, and I really like it because the services, are good. They always choose interesting place for pub, and the prices are not bad. For England, they're pretty good. So, I enjoy going there quite often with Vercha. This is our favorite pub. This one, it's Wetherspoon's chain, but this one is called the Mary Shelley, which, as you may know, is the author of Frankenstein, and she's buried just opposite the pub. So in the window, we can see the kind of church mirror picture, or how shall I call it? That's the place where she's where she lies, we can say. So the pub is like 2 minutes of our house, and we really enjoy going there. This is just a little another sample of what we do here. I still keep eating a lot, and this is a great apple pie made by my fantastic wife. And this is the street we live in, and Waterloo Chambers. So we go into that door, and we have one flat here. But it's not really a flat because we have a beautiful big room. You can see our room. Sorry for the mess. But we don't have toilet or shower or kitchen. We have to share it. But they clean it here, and it's quite nice. And we are in the very center of the city. Now, what you can see now is the view out of my window. But right now, maybe you can hear it in the background. It's raining, so it's not that cool, but otherwise it's good. Okay. Sorry, I just want to check that I'm really recording. This is a picture of a washing machine, and I just want to kind of show the door, because the door was dismantled because it was broken, and it had been like that for about 10 days, and suddenly you realize, how important are the small things in our lives. So for 10 days, nobody could hear, use the washing machine, and then suddenly everybody wanted. So it was kind of like big battle about washing machine. So it was nice to go kind of back in time and remember how it was, or how it used to be when we lived together with other friends. And going to Bournemouth. So as I said, Bournemouth is a nice town in the middle of the south coast. It's about 100 kilometers west of Brighton. And this is our square, kind of square. We have kind of a lot of these arcades, because it rains kind of a lot here, so it's good for shopping. And here you can see my favorite shop here. It's called Watchstones, and it's a bookshop. I buy my detective stories there. You can see a musician here, but I wanted to show you also the kind of older people, because Bournemouth is famous for being a place popular for retired people. So if you are old and you've got some money saved, you can go down here and live the rest of your life here. The reason for that is that the weather is really good here for England. It's not that expensive here, and we've got really beautiful beach, and kind of pleasant town to be. So sorry, we can meet quite a lot of people with this kind of equipment, so they can walk here. We've got also a lot of hotels here. Actually, I've got some numbers here. The numbers are different, but according to the official webpage of Bournemouth, 88 million visitors go to Bournemouth each year, and about 4 million nights are spent here. So if you count all the people that slept here during the night in 1 year, it's about 4 million. And people that come here, visitors, they spend almost 500 million pounds, so quite a lot. So, and we got quite a lot of hotels here. It's also big industry here. This is like Primark, which some of you, I guess, know. It's a very popular shop for clothes, because it's really cheap, and people just love it, especially tourists. And shopping is like maybe the biggest hobby I've seen here that what people do. They drink and shop. Saturdays, Sundays are really busy here because just people flood to the shops and they spend and spend. This is just a reminder of the most popular British meal or food, fish and chips. It's really popular here. It's stylish, but being a vegetarian, I can't really enjoy that. Interesting thing is that they always put vinegar on the chips, which I personally like, but for the first time I was shocked when they did it to me. And this is our beach. Bournemouth is famous for the beach. It's about 10 kilometers long, and it's rated beach number 1 in Great Britain. When people vote which beach is the best, this is number 1. Okay, and you can see the pier, which is again famous here because when people wanted to come here in old days, before, let's say, because 1870 the railway was kind of built here, but before that, when people wanted to come, they had to come by boat, and because because of the beach, they couldn't just jump out of the water to the beach. The pier was really important for the tourists or people to get in here. By the way, before 1810, there was basically no Bournemouth. Nobody lived here. But later, because people started to believe that pine, Borovice, pine air, it was really good. They start, and there were kind of pines here, and also they, swimming in the sea was declared very healthy. So it started like kind of tourist boom. So before 1810, nobody was here. Then after 1870, because of the railway, it started like boom. 1870 or 1880, there was 17,000 people, and by 1900, there were like 60,000 people, and it was becoming bigger and bigger in here. The beach is really beautiful. It's not so hot here, so most people that swim here, they have neoprene. But it's really nice. It's big. People play cricket here, or they just run around the beach. And this is kind of interesting because these beach huts, they are really popular here. There are thousands of them here. It's something like a little, well, in Czech Republic we've got a cottage, and people sometimes have this here. It's really small. Basically you can put your, chair there or some basic stuff. But it's not for sleeping. It's too small, and I don't know even if it is allowed to sleep there. And as you can see, the middle one here, there is a kind of sign. And this sign says that this is the first beach hut officially created in Great Britain, and it happened here in 1909. This is how it looks inside. You can see the dog. This is the same dog that the British Queen has, by the way. So you can see the inside of the hut, and you can see people here kind of walk around the promenade, and some people just sit here and kind of watch it even in bad weather. This is a bad picture, but I just wanted to show that we got a lot of squirrels here. They are they're definitely not afraid. They're kind of nosy. They want to see what you have. They're always trying to get some food out of you. But they're nice, In here in the picture, if you look carefully, kind of here, you can see another pier, which is called Boscone Pier. Boscone, it's a little kind of like it's a part of it's like a district or part of Bournemouth, and this is like the market there. It's also nice. We like walking around the beach because it's really nice and it's long, so even if the weather is not exactly for swimming, we are still excited to see the sea. We've got some nice cliffs in here, but we haven't been there yet, so we only kind of looked from a distance. And here, this is our central park. The park here is really long and beautiful. As this picture suggests, actually, during the summer, there is over almost 8 hours of sunshine on average every summer day. So it's really sunny, especially for England here. So it's really nice. So the park is big. Again, you can sit outside, have a beer, or by this picture, I wanted to illustrate that these people are called rough sleepers, and the number of rough sleepers here is really high. You see homeless people everywhere. They sleep, in front of the shops. It's surprising how rich and poor the place can be at the same time. This is a picture taken from the pier, and this is like the one left side, of the beach, which leads to pool, and this is the other side. You can see the hotels on the cliffs, and this is to the right side. Let's say to the Boscone Pier or Christchurch. The weather here, it's never really cold. On average, the coldest months are January and December, and I think the average temperature is about 8 degrees. So it's not typically freezing, so the palms can stay here. And in summer it's about 20 or over 20, so it's usually never too hot, never too cold. It's kind of mild climate. This is a street that we walk every day. It's a street that leads to the city center, and it's like 2 minutes from our house. So I took this picture in the morning, so it's like night. This is pool. Pool is older city and it's really beautiful there. There is nice harbor, so this is one of our trips to pool. This is custom house in pool, old house for the ships when they arrive with some goods. Quiz question, who is that? I mean, I'm the guy on the right side looking like an idiot, but the left guy is, well, if you say Robert Baden-Powell, you're absolutely right. He is the founder of Scouting, and Scouting was founded here, so I was happy to take picture with him. And I think this is basically the end of the story. So I hope you enjoyed my little speech about Bournemouth. I hope I wasn't too quick for you or too slow. And yeah, just let me know if you liked it or not. And also try to do the exercise and send me your answers, and I will correct it, or I will give you the correct ones. Thanks a lot, and bye-bye.